This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, busing came up at last night's Hazleton Area School Board meeting. Hear what board members had to say next. Happy Friday and welcome to the show. I'm Ken Kara. Thank you for watching, and here are your local headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Last night marked the first meeting of the Hazleton Area School Board since the start of the new school year and the first meeting since the start of the busing problems. Resident Janet Tucker and others questioned the board last night as to how the still ongoing busing problems came about and when they will be resolved. School Director Rob Mahalik had this to say.
I've never felt so desperate and so dysfunctional, and I'll be the first to admit it. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to walk anywhere in this town because I cannot imagine what we've done, okay? And I'm going to take responsibility for it because I'm one of 9 board members. I can tell you we never intended this to happen. TransFinder's been with us since 2003. Trusted software program that we've used. And what you heard Mr. Zola say was exactly accurate, but they did, and I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, sold us a bill of goods. They came up here, they did an efficiency study in May, and within an hour, they said they could save us hundreds of thousands of dollars. A district that was desperate for money, which is what we were, heard that and said, wonderful.
Representatives from TransFinder, the Texas company that revised the bus schedules, and district transportation workers began a 3-day blitz today to correct the busing situation. That blitz continues Monday and Tuesday. Once that is completed, new bus cards will be distributed to each student. Meanwhile, the board is also looking for answers on how the problem came about in the first place. Hazleton police hope that someone can help identify a man they believe burglarized a city home. It happened in the 500 block of North James Street sometime between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. on Monday. The man forced entry into the home and removed property. Anyone who recognizes the suspect from these surveillance photos or has any information on the burglary is asked to call Hazleton police or dial 911. Tomorrow is the last day of the 161st Annual Bloomsburg Fair. Yesterday, SSPTV was at the fair to tape an upcoming episode of The Girls. If you haven't been to this year's fair, you still have tonight and all day tomorrow. Then you can relive the fun and the food with The Girls starting next Friday at 9 p.m. right here on SSPTV. Tonight we have details on a brand new event in our area that will benefit Community Services for Sight. FYI's Lisa Sugart has the details on the first ever Glow Run.
Community Services for Sight in Hazleton is hosting its first ever Glow Run, and that is taking place October 22nd at Eagle Rock Resort. Here to tell us all about it is Lori Lazant. She is the president and CEO of Community Services for Sight. This is a really cool idea.
Something new. We always look for different. So, we do a run in June, a trail run, which is a little unique. And actually, Janine and I had this conversation while we were participating at another organization's event. And we decided, hey, let's do something really cool. We'll do a glow run around Halloween. So people are encouraged to dress in costumes. We'll be giving away an award for that. And when you come, everybody will have something that they can wear to glow. And we're going to go and glow.
That sounds really nice. Now, there's a variety of different events taking place, so tell us about those.
Yes, it's a 5K run or walk, so you can do either. You don't have to be an avid runner to participate. And then we break down in categories. We have a 5K for anyone under the age of 17, and then we also do a 1-mile fun run for the kids, so that really every age can participate in this event.
We were talking earlier, and for clients who do have a visual impairment, it's difficult for them to see in the evening. So did you take that into consideration at all when you decided to do this as it's getting dark?
We always take into consideration how can we bring awareness to our community about what the people that we are, our clients, what they go through every day, the group that we're serving. How can you, as an ordinary individual, kind of feel a little bit what my clients feel every day, So yes, we kind of took that into consideration a little bit, saying, unfortunately, some of our clients really can't participate in this event because it will be quite difficult for them to try to walk it because it will be dark, as well as with their vision impairment. But, you know, everything we do, we try to bring awareness to our community.
Well, this is a really unique idea, and people can register in advance, correct?
Yes, you can go to our website at communityservicesforsight.org. It does have the link there that you are able to go right online and register, or you can print the registration out and send it to us through the mail as well. And it's on October 22nd, and we're very, very grateful to Eagle Rock, who is hosting the event for us. And then we have many sponsors who have been very, very kind to help us out with the event as well.
And you're encouraging everybody to register early because they get a break in the price if they do.
Yes, if they register by October the 1st, they all will receive a $5 discount, which it adds up at the end of the day.
Alrighty. Well, this is really going to be a cool event, the first ever Glow Run to benefit Community Services for Sight. Again, it is taking place on October 22nd at Eagle Rock Resort. We hope you will come out, have fun, and celebrate the fall season and the Halloween season, but all for a really wonderful cause.
Thank you, Lisa. Again, tomorrow is the last day to get a break on the registration fee for the Glow Run. Even if you miss that deadline, registration will still continue up to and including the day of the event. Well, coming up next on FYI, a preview of next week's big First Friday event in downtown Hazleton and our Adopt Me segment from the Hazleton Animal Shelter. In sports, our Football Friday feature is all about North Schuylkill seniors who have been a major part of the program for years.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Well, First Friday is right around the corner once again, and here to tell us about the exciting theme for this month's celebration is Krista Schneider. She's the Executive Director of the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress. Well, it's October, so the theme being...
Oktoberfest. There's, I mean, actually the real Oktoberfest, I guess, happens in September, but here in Hazleton, it's going to be in October. So we have a couple Oktoberfest type events. The first is a similar to what we did back in June. We had a wine and chocolate walk. Well, this is now a beer and brats walk. So anybody that enjoyed that event, and I know a lot of people did, encourage them to buy their tickets early because we did sell out last time. About a dozen downtown merchants and organizations are going to be participating. They'll have craft brew samples. We're going to have tasting glasses. They'll walk around, and food samples with mostly a German theme food sample. So it'll be a lot of fun, and people could buy the tickets on our website or at the chamber.
All right, I went on that wine and chocolate one. Fun. That was great. So get your tickets early. You don't want to be disappointed. But speaking of beer and brats, we're also talking about chili as well.
We are chili. There will be a chili cook-off contest. The Power's hosting. That'll be located in the city park, which actually the city is hosting their own Oktoberfest event. So there's many reasons to come downtown, many opportunities. They're going to actually have a beer tent set up, and there's going to be music provided as well as food. So even if you're not participating in the beer and brats walk, you want to come downtown, less commitment, you could do that too, do the chili tasting. And the people who enter the chili contest and win, because there's going to be, I think, guest judges, they win tickets to several different like haunted attractions in Northeast PA. So that'll be fun.
Very cool. Some great ideas. And then what would First Friday be if we didn't have some wonderful art to go along with it?
That's right. We have a couple different events. One is, of course, the Art League. They're having a continuation of their exhibit from last month, which is from their permanent collection. A lot of talented, beautiful artwork there. Meet the Artist event at the Dragonfly, artist Steve Glicken. We also have a book signing this month that'll be held in the Pines. Local author, her name is Jean Bartos. She wrote a book called Beginnings. It's stories about her mother and local stories. So it's pretty neat. So she'll be there for book signing. We also have live music at the Pines, free entertainment at the Sanctuary, again, every First Friday. And again, for kids who are interested in learning some karate moves, or even adults, the new karate studio on Wyoming Street in the Lift Gym is offering free karate demonstrations and classes.
All right, there is definitely a lot going on. It's all happening during the First Friday celebration, taking place October 7th in downtown Hazleton. We hope to see you there.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
We had more rain on Friday. Will we see it go away this weekend? Here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Looks like it'll stick around. 40% chance of showers tonight, mainly after 3 a.m. Cloudy with a low of 52 degrees. Saturday, a 50% chance of showers, cloudy with a high near 62. At night, we're up to a 60% chance of showers, mainly before 2 a.m. Mostly cloudy, low of 55 degrees. On Sunday, 40% chance of some showers, mostly cloudy. We'll have a high of 67 degrees. Sunday night, 40% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 54. Monday will be partly sunny. We do have a 30% chance of showers with a high in the mid-60s. Monday night, mostly cloudy, low of 52 degrees. On Tuesday, partly sunny with a high in the mid-60s. And then Tuesday night, mostly cloudy, low of 51 degrees. Up on your screen now, your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Pick 299, Joey Julius's number. On Penn State, pick 3, 403, pick 4, 1381, and pick 50, 2290. Check out the dog this week at Adopt Me. He's awesome. Here's Chris.
Hello again. Here I have with me Ringo. Ringo is a puppy who's new to the shelter here and is approximately 6 to 7 months old. He's already neutered, current on his vaccines, and has been tested for heartworm and Lyme disease and has come up negative for both. We think Ringo is a border collie mix, which means he has a lot of energy and should probably go to somebody who has experience with prior dogs. We don't know if he gets along well with others, so it's always best to bring yours down for a meet and greet if you already have a dog and are considering adoption. Ringo is both playful and affectionate, and we recommend him for somebody who has had a puppy before because he is still in that stage. Adopters with a decent amount of property and time for long walks would also be good as well. That's it for this week's dog. Let's have a look at our cats. And here I have Andrea. Andrea is a young adult, approximately 1 year old, and she's a newer addition here in our female cat colony. Like all of our cats, Andrea has been tested for feline leukemia and FIV and has tested negative for both. She's also currently spayed and good on all of her shots, including rabies and feline distemper. Andrea is pretty quiet and laid back, and as you can see, loves to be held. She's also a little playful too at times. That's it for this week's animals. If anybody's interested in adopting Ringo or Andrea here, or any of the other animals up for adoption, please come on down to the Hazleton Animal Shelter here at 101 North Poplar Street.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Did you ever hear a high school or college athlete's name on TV during highlights and think, that kid's been in school for like 46 years? That happens a lot when talented athletes star for their teams from a young age. I feel like Major Jordan and Richie Zahodnik have been playing for North Schuylkill since 2004. The two have been making an impact for the Spartans for a while, and their legacies will live on long past 2016. Life can move at a fast pace, just like a North Schuylkill football practice. In the blink of an eye, you can go from flag football to college football. Like Major Jordan, the Spartans' all-state linebacker will be playing at Lafayette University next fall, and he plans on majoring in engineering.
How old were you when you first started playing football?
Oh, I was probably about 6, 7 years old. So yeah, I started really young. My dad was a head football coach at the Freckville Mountaineers, so I mean, I was always involved in the program. So when I was little, I was always picking up a ball and playing around, so this is a sport I love.
There's still a lot of business to take care of at North Schuylkill. The Spartans have the building blocks of a championship season, and Jordan is helping mold some of the younger guys on the team into contributing players. It's his first engineering project, and he's getting some help from fellow senior Richie Zahodnik.
What's your relationship like with Major? I mean, did you guys come up playing football together?
Oh yeah, since Freckville Mountaineers, we've been smashing heads ever since. We're growing up in the programs, coming up to the high school and then up to varsity and stuff like that. We've just been always, the chemistry, always right next to each other, smashing heads together.
While both of them love being Spartans, they can't stop time and stay in high school, but they can slow it down.
It definitely slows down a little bit. You know, as you get older, you get more mature. So the game goes from up here to down here now. So then you kind of like can take over it more, and you have more in control of what you can do. And you can get off blocks much easier and stuff like that, rather than when you're younger.
With Jordan's talent, at times it seems like he's moving at 100 miles per hour while everyone else on the field is in slow motion.
He sticks out. I coached a lot of players. I coached a few Division I football players, some that went on to Penn State and West Virginia. But, Major, he's a great student. He's great in the school. He's great in the community. He's going to Lafayette. It's something he worked extremely hard for, but it definitely shows in his academics and his play on the field.
Having Jordan on the field is like being dealt two aces before the flop in Texas Hold'em. As for the athletic Zahodnik, who's played quarterback, wide receiver, and running back in his career.
I mean, ever since I was a sophomore, I embraced the role of being kind of the wild card, like the X factor of the team. I mean, we had Bobby Gerges and Tevin Murray. We always had those big names, Major Jordan, stuff like that. And it always seemed like I had to fill the position for just that week. And whatever I could do to help my team really helped overall.
If you watch the Spartans walk off the field at halftime or after a game, you'll notice little kids lined up on the way to the locker room looking for high fives. Zahodnik used to be one of those kids, and he hopes he's setting a good example for the next generation. On the field, he has over 300 rushing yards this season and 85 receiving yards. Off the field, he does community service work with the football team, and he wants to be a pediatric nurse.
I just like kids. I like in the community just getting back to them, and they know me, they know Major and stuff like that, and they really look up to us, and to in the future help them out as much as I could.
Time flies. In a few years, maybe Jordan and Zahodnik will come back for a homecoming game, and they'll get to watch a group of Spartans they inspire to do their best on and off the field. How frightening that was when the North Schuylkill football team's coming right at you. And quick correction, it's Lafayette College, not Lafayette University. My bad. The Spartans have a big game tonight on the road against another Schuylkill League power. North Schuylkill is on the road against 4-1 Lehighton in a Division I showdown. The Cougars from Hazleton area, they are home again as they face off with Delaware Valley. Monoy area will hit the road for a third straight week, this time against Schuylkill Haven. Shenandoah Valley hosts Minersville. Here's another big Schuylkill League Division I matchup. Tamaqua is at home against Pottsville. Marion Catholic makes the short trip to Panther Valley. We'll have the latest high school football Cole Scale rankings on Monday. And here's our Football Friday FYI standard speaker scoreboard right now. Marion bounced back in girls volleyball. Jasmine Mooney had 19 kills and 18 digs. They lost a match before this to Holy Redeemer. Staying with girls volleyball, Crestwood beat Hazleton area and Mono area lost to Millersburg. Allison Warner posted 7 kills and 3 aces in a win for Shenandoah Valley. The Penn State Hazleton women's soccer team lost to PSU Brandywine, but did make a comeback effort. MMI took down Berwick in golf. The Hazleton area boys soccer team got a hat trick from Jonathan Posniak in their win. Taylor Hollenbach had a hat trick for the Tamaqua boys soccer team in their win. The girls, they earned a draw. Speaking of draws, the Cubs tied the Pirates. It's the first time in Major League Baseball since 2005 there's been a tie. The game ended because of rain, and since the Cubs have wrapped up home field advantage in the National League playoffs and the Pirates have been eliminated from the postseason, the result wasn't critical. You know what is critical? Short shots with Ron Marchetti. Let's do it.
Goodbye, September. Come on down, October, on his final day of the month. Hi, everybody. This is Short Shots. Let's recap this past week, which was not good. The Cougars lost, Marion lost, Notre Dame lost. Army blew a 14-point lead in the last quarter to lose in OT. Penn State lost, and the Redskins won. The 3-0 Eagles looked very impressive. While they were spanking the Steelers 34-3, all 3 Eagle wins this season have been by at least 18 points. Hazen area lost to Wallenpaupack 16-7. Adrian Otero ran for 92 yards for the Cougars, but what really impressed me was a 42-yard field goal by Zach Maldacker of Wallenpaupack that had enough leg to be 50 yards easily, which raised the question, what was the longest field goal ever kicked at Harmony Geist Memorial Field history? The Cougars are 0-5. Marion lost to unbeaten Schuylkill Haven 17-6. The Colts are 2-3. Other local scores of interest, Hazleton's opponent tonight, Delaware Valley, lost to North Pocono 27-20. Berwick lost to Selinsgrove 17-14. And Jim Thorpe shut out Shen Val 54-0. Golfing legend Arnie Palmer died at age 87. He helped design 240 golf courses around the country in his spare time. Palmer is the third sports superstar this year to die, behind Muhammad Ali and Gordie Howe. Pitching ace Jose Fernandez of the Miami Marlins was killed in a boating accident in Miami. He was 24. Local legend, activist, and big businessman Louis Booty Beltrami also died this week at age 82. I said at the top of the show, not a good week. Mother of God, what else? LSU fired their coach Les Miles. His record wasn't too shabby at 114-34, second most wins in LSU history. Notre Dame should do the same to their defensive coach. And guess what? They did. The Irish canned its defensive coordinator, Brian Van Gorder. That move was long overdue. And the Red Sox finally lost after 11 straight wins. Tomorrow, 2 big games. Louisville's Lamar Jackson has scored 18 TDs in 3 games, but can he overcome the Sports Illustrated cover jinx at Clemson? And Wisconsin is at Michigan. And this week, I became a fan of Dallas Cowboy owner Jerry Jones, not the team, just the owner, when he announced at a press conference that if any of his players do not stand during the national anthem, they will be dismissed from the team. Immediately, he made a statement that every other team should follow. Stand up or get out of here. I'm getting out of here right now. Till Monday, be a good sport. Stay loose.
Celebrate your Friday at Bottlenecks with $4 shareable appetizers from 6 to 8 p.m. Plus, there's some great live music every other Friday featuring Dom and Mr. Sax.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First tonight, happy 16th birthday to Chicky DeGaetano. Love from Mom, Dad, Danielle, and Grammy. In our Talk of the Town report, Tresco Hosey will be holding a pasta dinner fundraiser for the American Cancer Society. The event will be held Sunday, October 23rd from noon until 5 p.m. Walk-ins are welcome and takeout is available. Cost is $8 for adults and $5 for children. They'll also be having tricky trays and a 50-50 raffle. All proceeds benefit the telethon. Next announcement, Sugarloaf Golf Club will be hosting the Eugene Plaza Memorial Beer, Wine, Dine, and 9, a 9-hole, 4-person golf scramble on Friday, October 14th at 3 p.m. The event will feature a beer and wine tasting, plus a fantastic dinner, and all proceeds benefit community services for site. Golf tasting and dinner is $50 per person, and non-golfing guests are $35. For info, just call 570-455-0421. Next announcement, Holy Rosary Parish will be hosting a free community luncheon Saturday, October 8th from 10:30 to noon at Catholic Social Services in Hazleton. All are welcome to attend, and the parish would like to thank the Hazleton Rotary Club and the Weinberg Northeast Regional Food Bank. And finally, the Holy Dormition Friary will be holding their annual Feast of St. Francis October 3rd and 4th, a special prayer service October 3rd at 5 p.m., and special liturgy October 4th at 8 a.m. October 4th at 1 p.m., they'll be having their annual Blessing of Animals. For more information, please call 570-788-1212. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. William Watson of Freeland, the McHugh-Wilczek Funeral Home will announce complete arrangements. Rosemary E. Zaremba, formerly of Hazleton, arrangements will be announced by the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. And Agnes May Smith of Drums, services Sunday at noon at the St. Paul's United Methodist Church. The Cropton Hughes Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is David Schur of St. Clair. David, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
If you're heading out to the football games tonight, I suggest going on social media. Just check on if they are going to be playing some of those games. We did hear from Tamaqua that the Pottsville-Tamaqua game is definitely on. And if you're on Broad Street, pass by the shop too. That's Joe Madden's sister store. You'll see a Cubs flag flying and a W flag. It's baseball playoff season. Take it easy, everyone.